Oh, hello YouTube. Just as I turn this on, I realize a plane's going over. Look at there, my Isa Browns turned into monkeys. They're all up in the trees. Oh, I wanted to show you something. I hope everybody's had a good Sunday. My Satsumas are getting ripe. Look at that. Actually, I pulled one yesterday and had it, and it was so sweet and so delicious. Ah, I'm going to give it that pecan fertilizer this winter, and hopefully it'll put on a heavier crop next year. Well, it put on a heavy crop. It just threw them all off, but those, I think there's like 18, 19 on there now. After I ate that one, all these girls think when I come out I'm bringing them something. I shut them all up. I planted, took this hoe fork thing I got. Not that. It's actually a hoe fork. Built like a hoe, but it's forks. And I forked up all of this back here and I planted it with crimson clover. Kept the chickens shut up for a few days, and I felt sorry for them. You know, I can't hardly stand to see anything having to stay in the coop like that. It just felt like there was too many chickens and not enough room. They had enough room to get away from each other and not be fighting and all this, but it just felt claustrophobic to me, probably more than it did the chickens. So I turned them out, and lo and behold, they've scratched up and ate most of the crimson clover. I can still see a lot of bits and pieces of it, little patches here and there. They'll finish that off. I can't keep them locked up long enough for it to really establish itself. But hey, I got some nice sized potatoes under these vines because we got a good heavy rain yesterday that we so desperately needed. But a couple of days before that, I was watering these potatoes, and I think it was underneath this plant here. The water knocked the soil away from the potato, enough that it washed up 2 potatoes the size of a chicken egg. A pretty good sized chicken egg. So I'm very tempted, since some of these plants are not look like this one here. It just doesn't look like it's doing well at all. I don't know what happened. I don't know what happened to it. Maybe they have blight. I don't know what blight looks like on potatoes, because I've never had it on potatoes, but I've never planted them in the fall. And 2, this is soil that had already been used, so you know that's always a risk, right? So I'm probably going to take all these out and harvest whatever potatoes are big enough to harvest, and plant my brassicas, some collards, and kale, chard. I'm going to plant a bunch of stuff that me or Danny, either one, don't particularly like, but the chickens will enjoy. And all this stuff over here is doing good, except it's getting eaten by bugs. See all the holes in the leaves? I was hoping I wouldn't have to do any spraying on this, but I'm going to wait and see if I'm forced to before I do. Oh, I just wanted to show you my Satsumas. Oh, I'm so tickled. Last year I think it made 1, maybe 2. Oh, something else I was going to fill you in on, or let you come into my life on this. I've got an incubator, and I used to always hatch out my chicks years ago when I had my own little homestead, and I had dairy goats, chickens, pigs, cows, horses. Anyway, I discovered a chicken I really, really like and I want. It's called a Bielefelder. I'm not very good at pronouncing German names. That's the best I can pronounce it. But it's about 9 months old from what I read before they start lay. But they have a long, they live to be 7, 8 years old easily and lay for the first 4 or 5 years of their life. So I thought it would be if I'm gonna keep chickens, I thought that would be a good investment. So I've ordered some fertile hatching eggs. They actually should be here tomorrow or the next day. It might be Wednesday before they arrive. And you know, ordering fertile eggs through the mail, they're gonna get shook up. They're gonna get, your hatch rate's not gonna be what it would if you gathered your own eggs and put them in the incubator. But I don't have a rooster, so I can't do that. And not anybody around here that I know has Bielefelders that would want to sell you fertile eggs. Now they'll want to sell you a chicken, but they're asking a lot of money for those chickens. From what I understand, they've not been in the United States that long, and but their popularity is growing, and they consider them something like a rare breed. I know Highland Farms, and I think it's upstate New York, is the main people that that collect the eggs for the few hatcheries that actually do sell them. But they're asking for day-old chicks. They're asking some of the hatcheries. All the hatcheries don't have them. Only very few hatcheries have them, the Bielefelders, and they're asking enormous prices for a day-old chick. And they're auto-sexing them, but they're not a hybrid. Well, I guess in a way they are, because they got crossed a long time ago by a bunch of different heavy breed chickens to be what they are now, the Bielefelder, named after the town Bielefeld. Bielefeld. I can't. It's like I said, my German's not too good. I can say Danke, and it kind of sounds like thank you. See, if you want a nice manicured backyard, you don't have chickens in it. See those holes they're digging there? They're digging up worms and grubs and just making a mess. Making a mess. Okay, I'm gonna make this short. Just wanted to. I got a bunch of racist chickens, I can tell you that. Teenagers don't have nothing to do with the millennials, which is the Isa Browns. The millennials don't have nothing to do with the old ladies, which is the Black Stars. Except for this one Isa Brown, she's laying age, so she's got where she pretty much ignores the old ladies and just does what she wants to. And the one pullet that was already laying, I sold her to my niece. Actually, I sold her 3. And now they're chicken addicted, wanting more chickens, wanting to build bigger. Well, they already built a bigger run. Now they're wanting to build an even bigger run and have a bigger coop and more chickens. There's only 2 of them in their household. I'm telling you, they are addictive. Okay, God, I promised to make this short, and I'm going to. I hope everybody had a good Sunday. God bless. Hope you have a great week coming up. Stay safe and stay positive, because you know what? No matter what happens, God is still in control.